Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs and is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Commanders and the Buccaneers on Sunday night primetime.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Eddie Moore that did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. This guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
To throw now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On the give, this is their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop... That's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's going to get this one down to the 45-yard line. There for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game, showing up here in the first half.
They go play action here on first down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down and 5. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Trying to bounce it outside. That's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the upper third of the field. Not a recipe for success. That time a loss. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 6. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady game.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And does Washington have it? They do.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Washington.
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his big tight end here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. The give to the fullback on the dime. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now a carry here for their fullback. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They'll look to throw. And his pass, incomplete. Well, prior to that, he hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once, maybe defensively. Now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2, 3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football. And let's go.
And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, he's open. And the connection there for the touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Washington offense set to take over again. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. They're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, I'm trying to erase this deficit. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. Only 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Cowboy 80.
On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's into the clear. 30, 20. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. The scripted score, always an exciting play in football. We witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Commanders back out late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. And first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Malone. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So he's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Malone. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So not only the cough-up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
60 by 6, 60.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Snead. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Caught right side, it's Snead. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Marsh. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bucs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
First possession of the second half now for Washington.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Usually the big fella's a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on first down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you got to deal with.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Looking to throw, and it's caught. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders get a bit closer. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really trying to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his left.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Let's go.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Marsh. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hurt.
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 3rd down.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. That is caught.
And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
On the ball.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Buccaneers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Now this throw caught left side. They'll get it inside the 20.
A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
He'll drop to throw.
And he's got it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
They're going to look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown.
The Buccaneers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays, a long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 73 yards.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit.
The extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got room.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Let's go, man. Let's be smart. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Quick throw taken in by Snead. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
78 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Let's go now.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.